I hate driving at night, but the weather left me no choice. The rain was a solid curtain, and my headlights barely cut through the darkness on Highway 17. That's how I ended up at the Blackwood Motel, a place that looked less like a temporary rest stop and more like a permanent tombstone on the side of the road. The vacancy sign flickered. A pale, tired-looking clerk handed me a rusty key for cabin 407. He spoke in a low, gravelly voice. "Last one on the back row. Keep your windows shut. The woods are closer out there." His eyes lingered a second too long, and I didn't like it. Cabin 407 was exactly as depressing as the main office. The air was heavy, smelling of mildew and old dust. I threw my bag onto the bed and immediately noticed the silence. It wasn't the quiet of a remote location. It was the heavy, suffocating silence of something waiting. No traffic noise, no crickets, not even the sound of the rain, which had mysteriously stopped. I tried to turn on the old, dusty television. The screen only showed static, a violent, hissing white noise that made the hair on my neck stand up. I quickly turned it off. The silence rushed back in, even deeper this time. I was lying in the dark when I heard it. A faint dragging sound coming from the room right next to mine. It sounded like something heavy being pulled across a bare wooden floor. Scrape, drag, scrape. It was too slow, too deliberate to be accidental. I got out of bed and pressed my ear against the thin wall. The scraping stopped immediately. "Hello?" I whispered, my heart pounding against the wall. Nothing, just that suffocating silence. Then, from the ceiling directly above me, a new sound began. A soft, rhythmic thump, 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 like a gentle knocking. I looked up, gripping the blanket tight. The sound wasn't in the walls, it was directly above. My cabin was on the top floor. There was nothing but the roof above me. I decided I was leaving. I grabbed my car keys, but as I reached for the door handle, I heard the sound again, closer this time. It was the dragging. Scrape, drag, scrape. But it wasn't coming from the adjacent room. It was coming from under my bed. I froze. I could hear its slow, heavy movement inches below me. The sound was wet, sickening. And then, the dragging stopped. I could feel the pressure on the mattress give slightly, as if something large was pressing up from beneath the frame. I looked down, and through the gap between the box spring and the floor, I saw it. Not an eye, not a hand, but a single, wet, black strand of hair, slowly weaving its way up from the shadows. I didn't scream. The silence was too powerful. I just ran. I grabbed the door, flung it open, and didn't look back as I bolted for my car. I sped away from the Blackwood Motel, tires screaming on the damp asphalt. I never looked in the rearview mirror, but as I finally reached the main road, the heavy silence from cabin 407 was broken. Not by my engine, but by the rhythmic, insistent sound of that faint, gentle knocking. Thump, thump, thump. It was coming from the back seat.